Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, this is Making It Happen with Mary and I am Mary. Today's video, y'all, okay, I've had about a good 3 days to really get to know this latest release from Bath & Body Works. So today's video, we are going to do a full in-depth review and comparison of Milk Bar's birthday cake. Just launched this past weekend over at Bath & Body Works, and I got a lot of thoughts. Did my opinion change at all? Stay tuned. On the lips today, I am wearing one. It's finally back in stock, you guys. It is Princess over at Banger Beauty by Mary. It is a beautiful shimmery pink. Smells and tastes like bubblegum. Love this one. Smells and tastes so freaking good. It's just absolutely perfect. So I figured, you know what would be a greater shade for the lips today than this really pretty pearlized pink? Yes, so Princess is back in stock. Get over to Banger Beauty by Mary and check that out. Okay, let's get into this video. All right, if you saw my first impressions video that went live over the weekend, I definitely was not impressed with that first sniff. Scent notes: layered vanilla cake, creamy frosting, and rainbow sprinkles. Now, I will say, I still have the same opinion. This first initial sniff, there's something very off about this for me. For whatever reason, I immediately get like the scent notes of artificial vanilla and Play-Doh. That part of my first impression has not changed. I will say I've seen a lot of other reviews where some people like it, some people didn't. I've also heard some things saying that maybe there's a batch issue. I don't personally think it's a batch issue because I did go to another store and I smelled it there as well, and it smelled the same way to me. I think it just comes down to a scent preference. There are certain types of vanilla or gourmand vanilla scents that will appeal very differently to different noses, and that's okay. Honey, if you loved this, that is totally fine in my opinion. We do not have to like everything. In fact, how boring of a world would it be if we all liked the same exact thing? You know? Yeah. But my first impression stands on this. Now, what I will say, if you can get past that first 10-15 minutes of Play-Doh vanilla, it does kind of dry down to a very light. I do kind of get like a buttercream vanilla after about 15-20 minutes. The problem is that about 10 minutes after that, it's gone. Literally a half hour's worth of wear is probably one of the worst in longevity that I've seen in a very long time. And the fact that this is $19.95 and not reward eligible is a problem for me. That's a problem for me. Even when you take out the scent. Now, if this had been amazing, like Mediterranean Mirage, how that sucker lasts like 18 hours, I could almost justify a $19.95 price point. But given the smell and the longevity on this, absolutely not. Now, I do have some comparisons. I know that's what you guys come here for. I know you do. I know you do. I have obviously seen this a ton. It's being compared to Wrapped in Vanilla, which I personally feel like is a huge insult. I did not create Wrapped in Vanilla. However, I do have a dupe over at Banger Beauty by Mary. It's called Vanilla Embrace. We do still have it in stock in the Banger Buttas. But the moisturizing body mist, I am going to have to restock those again. Y'all love that scent. I'm telling you, it is a spot-on dupe for Wrapped in Vanilla. Wrapped in Vanilla is one of my absolute favorite vanilla scents from Bath & Body Works ever. Scent notes are soft vanilla, vanilla velvet sugar, and chantilly creme. See, this gets the face every time because it's absolutely amazing. It's definitely a very warm, cozy vanilla. You get these beautiful notes of chantilly creme. Super yummy gourmand vanilla. In my opinion, this doesn't even come close. This is like top tier in the Bath & Body Works world compared to this. Absolutely top tier. This, in my opinion, again, this is my opinion, literally, if I wasn't somebody who reviewed fragrances on YouTube for a living, I would absolutely return this. But the only reason I'm going to hang on to it and keep it is the fact I would like to have it for future reviews and comparisons for other scents that come out from Bath & Body Works. But to say that it even smells anything close to wrapped in vanilla is a tragedy in itself. Absolutely, absolutely. Now there's two other ones I definitely want to touch on because I have seen it and immediately came to mind. I was like, I know people are going to be making this connotation, this assimilation to this fragrance, and it's Christmas cookies. This is the OG from Land of Sweets that dropped in 2019. I still have one full set of this, as well as half of the original lotion, but I do still have an original lotion in the basement, and I thank Jesus every day that I do. Christmas cookies is creamy cookie dough, almond biscotti, and caramel wood. And in fact, if you guys know me, if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that this is one of my top 2 scents from Bath & Body Works ever. And again, it's another one I feel these are nothing alike. Absolutely not. With Christmas cookies, you absolutely get that almond biscotti. You get this beautiful buttery cookie scent. It's stunning. I don't really get a lot of woody notes. I do get a little bit of caramel in Christmas cookies. This, again, is watered down like artificial vanilla Play-Doh water is what it smells like. I'm sorry, it does. It still has that Play-Doh note right now, but I know in about 10 minutes, I will get like a buttercream note for all of about 5-10 minutes, and then it's going to be gone. And that's the biggest disappointment to me. But these two, I think not. I think not. Now, the last one I want to compare it to, because I know so many of you were hoping against hope that Milk Bar birthday cake was going to be potentially a repackage or be close to the OG Confetti Cake Pop. This is one of the ones that was dropped in 2020. It dropped with Margarita Cupcake. It dropped with the very first time we ever saw Strawberry Pound Cake in body care. And it was at the very height of COVID when this collection dropped. It was an amazing, I still say to this day that 2020 was the year of scents from Bath & Body Works. And it was crazy because they gave us all the smell good vibes, but we couldn't go anywhere. But I did enjoy them thoroughly here in my home, let me just say. And again, this was a few years before I even started my YouTube channel. I didn't start my YouTube channel until April of 2022. But this here, I still do have the body lotion as well. Scent notes are creamy cake frosting, rainbow sprinkles, and vanilla bean. Okay, let's look at the scent notes for this again. Layered vanilla cake, frosting, and rainbow sprinkles. So again, this is another case where just because 2 fragrances have the same scent notes does not mean that they are going to smell anything alike, because Confetti Cake Pop, oh honey, she is a classic and a gourmand lover's dream for good reason, I just absolutely love this one, you guys. Even in the body lotion, it still smells amazing. Oh, God. You definitely get beautiful, yummy, fluffy yellow cake. It's absolutely gorgeous. You get a strong dose of vanilla bean in there as well. It truly does give like that fresh baked, right out of the oven vanilla cake vibe. This does not even come close to our old girl, Confetti Cake Pop. What I will say, for those of you who missed Confetti Cake Pop, there was another one that came out a few years back. It was Confetti Cake Sparkler. I believe it was, or something, Confetti Cake Pop Sparkler maybe. It came out around, I think it was in the summertime when we saw the summer version of Bonfire Bash. We had, I think, Watermelon Blast. Firecracker Pop was in that collection, but it was a beautiful collection. But we haven't seen it since then. Well, honey, fear not. I am going to be duping Confetti Cake Pop probably very late winter, very, very early spring. It will actually be an addition to my spring bake shop that I released from last year. And some of those scents are gonna come back over at Bang Your Beauty by Mary, and some are not. I'm just gonna phase out the ones that maybe weren't as big a hits with y'all as other ones, but I'm definitely adding a dupe of Confetti Cake Pop to the Spring Bake Shop, so be on the lookout for that. But when you compare these two, honey, oh, no. Nowhere even close. Yeah, it's still vanilla Play-Doh. I just, now listen, I know there's a lot of influencers out there that are much bigger than I am on whether it's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, that genuinely liked this. I'm not saying they're lying. I don't think some of them are lying. I really don't. I think, again, it comes down to nose preference. Like, I know Leah Janae said she really enjoyed it. But what I know from Leah Janae is that her and I definitely have different noses. And although we don't agree a lot of times on the way scents come across to our individual noses, I do have mad respect for, oh, girls, like, she's been in the game a long time. And there's a lot of people who agree with her on her take on scents. Scent is very subjective. So do I think that all of these influencers are just lying and saying it smells great when it doesn't? No, I think, again, scent is subjective. I just happen to be one of those who does not like this. And that's okay. Just like you are free and have a choice to love it, I have a choice to not like it. Yeah, but let me know in the comments down below what side you're on. Are you like, oh my God, this was exactly what I've been wanting? Or are you more like my stance of like, oh, hell no? Because I definitely want to know in the comments down below. I love hearing you guys' thoughts. Make sure you get over to Bang Your Beauty by Mary and check out Princess. She's back in stock. And y'all, this coming weekend, I will be restocking some of the fragrances that did sell out from Hot Girl Harvest, from Thoughtum, Thick Thighs and Sugar Highs, Midway Mischief. I have a lot of more additional restocks coming because y'all, I can't seem to keep some of those on the shelves for the life of me. And I want to make sure that everybody who wanted these scents are able to get their hands on them. So stay tuned to your emails for restock notifications. And other than that, you guys, we're at my favorite part. Ready? Like, comment, subscribe, and ding the bell so you're alerted every single time your girl uploads. And I will see you in the next one. All right, you guys. Bye-bye.